Okay, I appreciate everybody joining me this morning. So before I get started, a few housekeeping items. For questions, if you move your mouse across the Zoom page, you'll see like a raise hand or a chat window or Q&A window that you can submit questions to. So as we're going through, feel free, and then we'll take those either after each segment or at the end for some of the more general questions. So let's just jump in. So the agenda for today, we'll do some introductions, and then the overall agenda we'll be doing for these tips and tricks webinars is going to be starting off with some announcements, things that are a little bit more time sensitive. So anything like product updates, webinars that we're attending or presenting, any trade shows that we'll be at. That's probably not going to be for a few months, but looking forward to it. And then any new case studies that have come up that we think are going to be particularly relevant. And then we'll jump into either one or a handful of segments talking about best practices, some of the features that we think may be overlooked by a lot of customers, and going into a little bit more depth on some advanced workflows for certain applications. So it'll be quite varied, and we hope you join every month. We think it'll be really valuable. So with that said, we'll go around the room and do some brief introductions. So I'm James Christ. I know a lot of you have worked with me on technical support or onboarding type applications. I'm a senior application engineer with EnginSoft, and I do a lot of our technical support and pre-sales onboarding. So with that, I will turn over to Zach if you want to introduce yourself.
Yes, so my name is Zack Smith. And so I've been with EnginSoft USA for only a few months, but before that I was with MotionPort, and MotionPort joined together with EnginSoft USA. So now we're one company, and so several of you have known me previously from MotionPort. So I've been working with Particleworks for 5 or 6 years now. So I'm excited to share with some of the tips and tricks that I've learned over the years, and hopefully we can all learn some good things together.
Hi, good morning, everybody. My name is Chris Garcia. I am an application engineer here at EnginSoft USA. I've been working with Particleworks for a few years now, and some of you may know me from the first level support of Particleworks. Looking forward to continue working with everybody, and like Zach said, hopefully learn some tips and tricks.
Okay, and we also have Evan Daniel on the line. He's one of our marketing folks, so you'll probably get a lot of things like newsletters and that sort of thing from him. And before I jump into some of our product announcements, I wanted to have Evan tell everybody about our new LinkedIn group that you can join and some details about that.
All right, yes, we do have a new Particleworks users group. I am the admin of it, and it is completely free to join. I'm going to put the link in the chat if you want to go ahead and join in on that. Hopefully we're going to get a lot of people in there that can share their best practices and experience with Particleworks. And yeah, super excited. Thanks.
Thanks, Evan. Okay, so let me jump in. We just have a handful of announcements today. One thing I wanted to mention for folks that aren't aware, I think there's a few international customers on the line, but for the US customers, we have a dedicated support system, and you can directly submit tickets to that system using our website, going to the contact and support page. So if you just Google EnginSoft USA, you'll find our website, and then the contact and support is in the upper header. And this will automatically notify the correct person of your question, and it'll automatically send you an email with a cloud folder link. So if you need to send a PW zip file, for example, that happens quite a bit, you'll have a direct place that you can upload to. And then a few product releases that I wanted to mention. So our visualization option version 1.1 was released in the past week. And for the folks that aren't aware, this is an additional tool for exporting Particleworks data into a format that can be used by 3D animation software. So Blender is a very popular free open source option for that. and you can export both surfaces and particle data for like marketing purposes, or if you're doing like VR type applications. I think most people use Unity for that. There's an option for it. Being a 1.1 release, this was mostly a bug fix release. There's some additional logging that's available for kind of troubleshooting issues, as well as fixing some issues related to very small particles. And then some multi-byte issues. These are going to be most common for, I think, international customers that are not using just, you know, the basic English characters. Fix for the Particleworks V5 format. I don't think many folks are still using it, but it's nice that it's supported. And then an issue related to powder particles. And then we have the Particleworks for ANSYS version 1.3 was released. Again, for those that aren't aware, this is a tool for making it a little bit more seamless to move data from either Particleworks to ANSYS Mechanical. For the most common application is probably going to be for thermal studies, exporting HTC coefficients. And then you can also bring airflow field data from Fluent directly into Particleworks as an airflow field. So this is just a workbench plugin. This version supports Particleworks version 7, increases the speed of the Fluent export. And then probably one of the main things is it supports mirror boundaries or symmetric boundary conditions in Fluent going over to Particleworks. And you can scale the length and velocity vectors. Okay, and with that, we will jump directly into the actual tips and tricks that we have. So I will let Zach take over.